I don't know why there's a hi everyone. Um, Super Greens chocolate flavor. So sorry that I missed you all. And then I used my chai tea. I really like the chai tea with the chocolate flavor. I've already blended it. Sorry you missed it. I wanted to tell you about, I have some recommendations. I have some, tips here, and then a comment. So I'm so sorry that I missed you. First off, I've been using Fresh. Oh, it's so hard to see because it's so. Okay, here we go. Fresh Sugar Strawberry Exfoliating Face Wash. Love, love the face wash. It's exfoliating. I is it maybe it's better if I turned it down a little. Okay, and I love it. It does wonders for the face, and I still use face wash underneath, on top of it. I use this as a scrub, and it's sensitive, so it's not too terrible to somebody who may have like sensitive skin. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Nordstrom is having a deal on giving, and it's better if you buy it online, because Nordstrom is giving away so much. Their free gifts are unbelievable. It's a gift amongst itself, when it comes to Fresh. And Fresh has just become one of my favorite things. I haven't found anything that I don't like from Fresh. I'm actually using their black tea facial treatment essence. Um, the black tea version. There we go. It's really good. I like it. And this was a sample. This was not the full thing. I really like it. I'm not, I don't need another moisturizer, so I'm not buying another moisturizer anytime soon. So the sample's good enough for me. And then I was moseying around Target and I found this, the Hydro Boost. I love the Hydro Boost. I love the Hydro Boost so much so. I don't know what that is. So much so that I bought everyone in my friend group, family. They're getting one for Christmas. Oops. Sorry to let you know, right? I mean, it is so good. It's about $3. I was hoping they have a sale, but they don't. So maybe they will eventually. And then I read a couple of books, and I think it would be good. And there are more and more graphic novels are beginning to do this, and this one is A Long Way Down. It's brand new by Jason Reynolds. I love this story. It's very reminiscent to another book that I was reading called, which is one of my favorite authors. And I'm trying to think of her name right now. It's she can't be that much of a favorite, but it's a nice little kids book. She writes kids books about serious issues, and she has a book that became really popular, about um, police shootings against young boys, and it's reminiscent of Tamir Rice. While this one is about like violence within the inner city community, and it's really amongst like this generational trap that they get caught in between one member drug dealer who, and how it all ends up, this whole line of black males are dying because over drugs and the quote unquote code. And the person who gets hurt the most is the mother, who loses her brother, her husband, her son, um, and now she has only one person left, which is her son. And he wants to then throw his life away by trying to retaliate for his brother's death. It's 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 a moving story. Um, the graphics are just gorgeous, and so I mean, I love graphic novels. And then this one is George Takei, which is They Called Us Enemy. And I really, really liked it, even though it's still, I mean, it's a graphic novel, so there's that. And it does touch upon some aspects of the Japanese internment camp story that we don't always get. And so I appreciate that. One of the things I don't like, and I'm going to be put that straight up out here, is that the font is so small. And so there are times, call me getting older, I'm like, I need more light. So that, I mean, it's not the font being so small, it's the font is so thin that it makes it really, really hard to focus and read. That's my only gripe with the book. But overall, I thought it was a heartwarming story. Um, Great depiction of what history is not telling us. It's a great read. I read it even with my kids because my son is really into. My daughter tries to say she's into comic books just because she likes to be like me, whereas my son is really into comic books, and so he's like, read a book. But he's also the kind of guy, little boy, who whatever mommy's reading, he wants to sit next to mommy because he wants me to read whatever I'm reading, which is probably why his vocabulary is as extensive for a 5-year-old. So I think I've talked about this before, but I bear with me because I didn't write my review on it yet, so I do need to do that. And it's called Rage. And I'm also bringing this up again because today we had another drop of the Bob Woodward tapes. Sorry, people. My ay ay. Ay ay ay. Oh, so cute. Anyway, so okay, I really like this book. And one of the things I really liked about it, well, let me put a pin in that. I don't. It's not that I really liked it. I didn't learn much, but what I did learn the most is the Republican Party, the Republican leaders, Mitch McConnell specifically, and Donald Trump is the best merger. Mitch McConnell took advantage of his ignorance, and Donald Trump had no interest in he was semi interested in leading as much as he was into profiting and different things off the government. And so therefore we have this great merger of Mitch McConnell, who has one focus is to get judges in. He is clearly putting his legacy on judges. He knew exactly what to say to Donald Trump to get him to be interested in judges, into putting all judges on the ballot. Up in front of him. Doesn't matter if they're qualified or not qualified. He only cared about the appointments. And so this is it's a hard read to see how much people have different motivations for power. And it was, I would say, the greatest merger. Mitch McConnell would not have been able to get away with what he's been getting away with if it was another president, even if it was George Bush. And the reason why is because George Bush actually cared about being president. Donald Trump did not care in the same way. Mitch McConnell was able to talk him out of staffing the government, so that he can get his judges. I mean, it's a disgusting read. And today we just had some new Jared Kushner tapes drop so that you can see even more on how they really are trying to centralize. There's a centralization of power that's taking place more than what we would like to consider. And I said this today, and I'm still saying it, that it's getting harder and harder to teach political science. It really is, because I like to think of myself as an activist in the classroom, because I'm empowering people to understand their government and for them to feel more grappling with these issues and be more institutional, right? The dog. Anywho, I think that part of my responsibility is to give people hope. And he's making it very, very difficult, because the Supreme Court has been the one body that, even in its partisanship, it's always tried to find its way back to the center of balancing power. And right now, it's hard for me to see that that's what we're about to get. And that is extremely, extremely, extremely frustrating to see and to understand. And I'm sorry, my dog is going crazy. So sorry. That's, Anywho, that's my little gripe. Check out those books. I'll put them in the comments for you to do that. And by the way, Monica's album just dropped. I know some of you guys are still posting on my Monica versus Brandy versus battle. By the way, the new versus battle with T.I. and Jeezy, that is not how we start the new season. First of all, I didn't know that we were doing this in seasons. But I'm going to let you know that's not a good way to start my new season. So it is what it is. Anywho, on the other hand, I am going to let you go, and I will come back with my review on Monica. Since some of you all are saying, why don't you just go review your Monica since it's out now? And I'm like, you're right. I forgot. I've been busy. So therefore, I do need to get and review my Monica. Since, the Brandy fans are definitely not are definitely aggressive with me. So I am I'll embrace that. I'll take it, and I will go ahead and see you on the flip side with Monica. Have a great afternoon.